Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Today I went to a place that somebody recommended to me. I've always passed by it, so I knew of it, but I've kind of read about it on Yelp, and it's kind of got mixed reviews. Some people either love it or you hate it. So I'm excited to try it and have some of my own thoughts about it. So far, getting the food in the car, it smells wonderful. So the place is called La Birria, and if you don't know what Birria is, it is a Mexican consomme dish. Usually it's made out of goat, but most people in the States don't eat goat meat, so it's mostly made out of beef when you find it in restaurants. This is a food truck. It's located in the Pearlridge parking lot next to Leonard's Malasadas on the Sears side. You can access it from the Cam Highway side. So basically we have the birria, and then supposedly, I don't know what this truck does, the meat that you stew to get the consomme becomes soft and shredded, and that is used to make the taco, which they have over here. And what you're supposed to do is dip the taco in the consomme. So we'll take a dip in here. It smells wonderful. Got lots of cilantro and onions. That's a plus in my book. That's good. So you can get the regular birria, but I got the Hellfire, hot as fuck Hellfire tacos. That's what it says. It is spicy, but I think it's tolerable to me. It's got flavor, so it's not just terrible spice that makes you not want to eat. It's got good flavor. Lots of good queso in here, cheese. Get a lime here. Squeeze some lime. And they have their own pickled jalapenos that they make. Try that out. That's good. You can tell that's homemade and not from a jar. Definitely good. So what I got was the Hellfire birria tacos, which comes with 2 tacos, the pickled jalapenos, a lime. In the pickled jalapenos, there's some onions as well, and you have the consomme. I also did an add-on. This is the kicker that impressed me. Gives it that Hawaii flair with the Mexican food. You get, if you want to pay for it separately, a bowl of Saimin, and that's what you use your leftover consomme with to eat your Saimin noodles with. And I thought that was blow my mind. Crazy idea. Awesome. Whenever you get Mexican food, you gotta have a horchata. This one's good. If you didn't watch my other videos about Mexican food, or you don't know what horchata is, it's pretty much like a rice milk type of Mexican drink, and it's got flavors of sugar and cinnamon. This one's super cinnamony in a good way. Super delicious and nice and sweet. I think it's got a good amount of shredded beef and cheese ratio in here. The onions and the cilantro give it good flavor. And it's crisp enough. You're not gonna have a taco totally crispy with the cheese and stuff inside, because the excess moisture is gonna eventually make it soggy. So I saw some people complain on Yelp that it's not as crispy. Just the outer layers are crispy. But to me, you're dunking it anyway, so it's gonna get wet. It doesn't bother me. I think the flavor is amazing. So let's try out this Saimin. In the Saimin, they also put some onions and cilantro in there. You got the lime. So we'll squeeze it in there. And it's also decorated with a little bit of, looks like they try to make it like wonton chips, but it's actually fried tortilla strips. These little things. So that's pretty, I think, very creative. So let's take this away. Put the consomme in. This is my leftover consomme. I ate all of my tacos already. That was really delicious. And let's try this as a Saimin. The only bummer is, of course, after a while your consomme gets cold. It's not as hot. as you would eat real Saimin, where it's piping hot, but I think this is like such an ingenious idea. That's good. These noodles seem like authentic Saimin noodles, local style noodles, like something from Sun Noodle or Crown Noodle from a local company. It's got that nice Saimin chew. You can tell they're fresh noodles. Definitely not the dehydrated kind. This is really good, where you don't waste the consomme. I think that the fresh noodles let the consomme of the birria coat the sides of the noodles, so you always get that flavor. And in the broth, there's still a little bit of leftover bits and pieces of beef in there, so once in a while you'll get a bite of tasty beef. All right, so that's pretty much the experience at La Birria, the food truck in Pearlridge. That was awesome. I'm actually happy that, for me, I enjoyed it. I was kind of skeptical going in, always passing by. The line is super long, but it really isn't. I think the line gets long, or it looks long, because people are trying to social distance. So they try to put 6 feet between them, and then the line kind of elongates a little bit longer, so it looks longer than it really is. We'll go over the pros and cons, but I loved it. It's delicious, and I'm really happy that good Mexican food is finally making its way to Hawaii, because we're always known for terrible Mexican food. At least to me, I've not really found a place that totally blows my mind, except this place is pretty good, and I loved the Taqueria La Marea that I did a video of last time. Those were like places that are absolutely fabulous, as well as others like Cafe Barrio, El Palenque, and such in the Wahiawa area. So going over the price, it is a little bit pricey. So for the birria tacos, if you want non-spicy or hot, they're both the same price. You get 2 tacos and the consomme, and 2 pickled jalapenos. That's going to run you 12 bucks. You can also get a 12 pack. That's a little bit more expensive, but they actually make a big box of tacos if you're going to share them with someone or whatnot. To add on, the Saimin was 5 bucks and the horchata is $4. If you're just getting the birras for lunch, that's pretty much a standard price for lunch these days. Take out 12 bucks. So you don't have to get the Saimin. I just was very curious and wanted to try it as a side. And I really did like it, and I think it's a good way to make use of your leftover consomme. I think that is such a ingenious idea to kind of grasp the locals in Hawaii anyway with a Saimin idea. And also to not waste food or your broth and not just throw it away, because it takes a long time to make it. I know that because I've made my own birria before, and it is a long time of simmering. So to just toss it after dipping it a couple of times with the tacos is really, really sad. So yeah, always make use of your consomme, or drink it at least, because there's a lot of work put into this food. The horchata is flavored just perfect to me. It's not too cinnamony, but you know that it's there and that the spices are there. It's just a really smooth, milky drink, and it really helps with the heat of everything. Speaking of heat, I got the Hellfire tacos, and to me, I don't really think it's that hot. When you bite into the jalapenos, that's definitely spicy, I think. That is some spicy jalapenos. But if you're just eating the tacos with a consomme, it wasn't like too spicy to me. You could taste the spice, but it wasn't overpowering where it's not edible anymore and you just don't want to eat it. It was just the right amount of spice to me. So if you're afraid, I think the Hellfire name to it is a little bit exaggerated. It's not that bad. I liked it. It was very tasty. I like that there's a lot of cilantro and they're generous with that, and onions gives that nice flavor to the broth and the tacos. And they use fresh limes. They're definitely not shriveled up and dried or anything like that. and the service was very good and nice, the guy taking the orders. The cons would be probably that it's so popular right now. I went right at opening and there was already a line. I probably waited 20 minutes for my food. And the reason being is employee goes down the line one by one. Doesn't take orders. He doesn't just keep going down the line. And some people on Yelp kind of question that. Why didn't he do that to make orders kind of flow faster? But I think with social distancing and the whole COVID thing, it kind of makes them kind of pace themselves where they're not messing up orders or confusing things or missing people's orders since there's so many people. And you're not really allowed to approach the actual truck until you get your order when they call out your name. So I guess it kind of helps for people not approaching the truck and spreading germs around the food in that way. But I wasn't in a rush. I wasn't going to go anywhere for the time being. So, but if you're there on your lunch break, you might want to kind of either think about your time limit or how long you can stand there. Because if the line's super long, you'll be waiting a while for your food. Would you take credit cards and cash? When the guy approaches you, he has his credit card machine with him. So that's convenient. But yeah, I don't have anything really bad to say about it. A lot of people said it's really overhyped, and I don't think it's overhyped. I think it's delicious food. I wish that they gave maybe one more taco. I'm not totally full, but it is what it is. It's just delicious, and you can see them cooking the tacos right there. There's two guys cooking on the flat top. It's pretty amazing to see. So definitely check them out. They're closed when they sell out, so even though it says it closes at 6, sometimes the thing will be closed earlier. So if you're traveling from far away, you might want to just make sure you can get there early. And yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. So definitely check them out if you're looking for good Mexican food on the island. So until next time, I'll see you on another food adventure. Take care of yourselves and like and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.